Okay, today we will talk about chapter 8,
which is Principle of Agricultural Marketing.
Okay, what is institutional approach?
This approach helps in the distribution channel of the marketing process. Marketing channel is the path through which goods or services travel from the producer to the consumer. A marketing channel can be a short or as a direct manager transaction from the producer to the consumer, or may include several interconnected intermediaries along the way, such as wholesaler, distribution, agents, and retailers. It is also known as a distribution channel.
What are the types of marketing channel?
It is the zero-level marketing channel, also known as direct marketing channel. Consists of a manufacturer directly selling to the end consumer. This might mean door-to-door sales, direct mails, or telemarket. For example, is Dell online sale is a perfect example of a zero-level channel marketing. For the one-level marketing channel, the has an intermediary in between the producer and consumer. Retailers like Tesco or Maydin buy the product from the manufacturer and sells them directly to the consumer. This channel works best for manufacturers that product shopping goods like clothes, shoes, furniture, tableware, and toys. Since consumers need more time with the items before they decide to purchase them, it is in the best interest of the manufacturer to sell them to another user before it gets into the hand of the customer. For the two-level marketing channel, involves the movement of goods from the company to an intermediary, from the intermediary to another, and then to the customer. Wholesalers like Dutch Lady Milk Industries Berhad buy the product from the manufacturer and sell them to the consumer. In this channel, consumer can buy product directly from the wholesaler in bulk. By buying this item in bulk from the wholesaler, the prices of the product are reduced. This is because the wholesaler take away extra costs such as service costs or sales force costs that consumer usually pay when buying from the retailer. The wholesaler does not always sell directly to the consumer. For the three-level marketing channel, this can combine the roles of the distributor on top of the dealer and retailer. The distributor stocks the most and feed it to dealers, who in turn give it to retailers. In this three-level channel, the example can be taken of ice cream market. Because of manufacturing levels required, ice cream markets who stock the ice cream is refried cold rooms. Ice cream and then transported to local distributions who also have refrigerated cold room.
How the Malaysia retail market channel and the structure?
From the manufacturer go to national distributor go to wholesaler, and these two go to hypermarket, supermarket, Sunday stores, convenience stores, and Chinese medical halls. Then these 5 will go to consumers. For hypermarket, it is make up approximately 15% of the national market. Tesco, Carrefour, and Giant dominate this sector. Makro is a closed system for wholesalers and small business customer. Next is supermarket. Supermarket can be broken down into 2 categories. Those foreign owned and part of chain like Jaya Jasco and Giant, locally owned group like Fajar, Sunway, and Econsafe. For the Sunrise stores, 80,000 in Malaysia in both rural areas, majority independently owned small family business. Attempts have been made to franchise or develop chains like Felda and Pernama, but not successfully. This is about 30% of the market. Next is convenience stores. These usually franchise stores are rapidly growing in the numbers as both 7-Eleven and petrol companies have seen opportunities to enter into the retail trade. This market share is approximately 6% but rapidly rising. Lastly, it is Chinese medical halls. Traditional Chinese medical halls are scattered across the country and often develop into a small supermarket or sundry store. They, together with pharmacy, have around 14% market share, but this is losing out to the convenience stores and chain pharmacies, about 6,000.
What the factor influencing the selection of the marketing channel?
The first factor is distance between the producer and the consumer. The long distance between them has led to increase of marketing channels. To reduce such costs, we need immediately to help in marketing the product. Second factor is nature of products. Most of the agriculture products are perishable in the nature. To reduce such perishability, a test transportation is needed to reduce such as cost, and so that the consumer will get the product faster. So we need a middleman to transport the product to the final consumer. For the third factor, it is production scale. If the producer produce the product at the large scale, this will reduce the cost of production. The price of product is lower when they reach target consumers. Next is financial status. The firm that have store financial status can reduce the number of manufacturing channel. They can directly sell the product to the final consumer. This lower the price of the product of the end user. For the last product, it is laws and regulation. Some of producer will directly sell the product to the authorized organizations such as pharma. They will get better and fair prices as compared of marketing bodies such as middlemen. So each time of buyer purchases the merchandise from another sources such as manufacturer, wholesaler, and retailer, the price of the product has been increased in order to maximize the profit each person will receive.
Who is middleman in marketing?
It is individual or any business entity that carries out a special or concentrate various marketing function that involves buying and selling of product.
They have 6 important reasons for the need of middlemen. What is that?
It is producer lack of financial support for the purpose of grading and price tagging, or the product that need them to purchase such machine. Next is producer seek for additional production for the need of the consumer. With the help of middleman, the producer can increase production when there is an increase in demand from consumers all around all their marketing places. Next is business expansion for producer when the producer invests his capital to other business activity for expansion, rather he perform other marketing functions. Other than that, field of concentration where middlemen are more efficient, fast delivery, very influential, wise in the process of marketing the product. Next, some producer lack the marketing experiences and thus rely on the experienced middlemen and their management ability. Next, middlemen play a important role in marketing supply with demand by making goods available at the right place, time, and quantity. Lastly, middlemen provide transportation, storage, grading, and packaging facilities to the product to handle.
What the type of middleman?
There are 5 types of middlemen. Firstly is mechanical middlemen, such as wholesaler and retailers. Second is agent middleman, which is broker and commission man. Third is speculative middleman. Fourth is processor and manufacturers of food. And the lastly is facilitative organization. For first type of middleman, it is mechanical middleman. It is take title, own, buy, and sell for their own gain. First example is wholesalers. It is individuals or institutions who buy and sell their product to retailers or other wholesaler that provides transportation, storage, credit facilities, channel information, counting on business. Second is retailers. It is individual or organization who sell their product directly to the final consumer. For the second types of middleman, it is agent middleman. It acts as representative of their clients. They do not take title and do not own the product they handle. receive income in the form of fees and commission, provide service to buyers and sellers, market knowledge and bring together the sellers and buyers. Example is broker and commission man. For the broker is a person who buy and sells good or asset for others. It does not have physical control of the product, does not possess ownership or whole of the commodities, and less power in price negotiations, and does not store, transport, or credit financial facilities. It is also aware of market condition and willing to look for financial institutors or individual for buyers to finance their product. For the commission man, it is take over the physical handling of the product and search of buyers for buyers and perform types of marketing functions. It is also has broad power in price fixing or handling for price determination as long as the price is more or less the price that has been fixed by the seller. He sells, collect, deduct his fees and reunit or send the balance of the principal collected. For the speculative middleman is a person who trades derivative commodities, bonds, equities, or currencies with the higher than average risk in return for the high profit potential. Fourth is processor and manufacturer of the food, and the best known is as food marketing firms. It is changing the physical form of the product. Some processors reach the customer through advertising. Manufacturer may send their product to the retailers. For the last type of middleman, it is facilitative organization. It is do not directly participate in the marketing process. It receives income and from fees and assessment for those who use the facilities. For example, is transport companies, bank, and independent warehouse. These institutions are paid for the service charges.
That's all from chapter 8.
It is marketing channel. Thank you.
Bye.